Hello there and a pleasant welcome to the National News File for today here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. I am Hassan Kuruma. For the headlines, World Bank funded project, a grant of $30 million is aimed to release a fully staffed, equipped and functional pre-hospital ambulance service for Sierra Leone. Council of Churches Sierra Leone collaboration with a consortium of non-governmental organizations calls for the immediate action to protect the Western Area Peninsula National Park from further destruction.
The environmental degradation forewarned by many in the Western area has been brought to the attention of the President of the Republic by like-minded environmental conservationists to save the Western Area Peninsula National Park and save Sierra Leone.
And in sport, the newly appointed team manager of the Sierra Leone home-based team, Shooting Stars, Alhaji Umar Pa, donated 100 balls to the youth and senior team at SLFA Academy. All these stories plus more lined up for you in today's edition of the Star National News. Those were the headlines. It's now time for the news in detail with me, Hassan Kuruma. The World Bank funded project, a grant of $13 million, is aimed to release a fully staffed, equipped and functional pre-hospital ambulance service, providing citizens of Sierra Leone with prompt, safe and effective access to healthcare in terms of urgent needs and enabling the country to leverage existing healthcare infrastructure and local expertise to maximum advantage. George Elliott reports.
The establishment of the National Emergency Medical Service (MEMS) seems to be a cause under the Ministry of Health and Sanitation due to an ineffective administration managing the country's ambulance operation project. The World Bank funded project grant of $13 million aimed to release a fully staffed, equipped and functional pre-hospital ambulance service providing citizens of Sierra Leone with prompt, safe and effective access to health care in terms of urgent needs and embedding the countries to leverage existing healthcare infrastructure and local expertise to maximum advantage. Medisico, iAfrica, Kuma and Cream Demain were involved in a major project to create the first national pre-hospital emergency medical system in Sierra Leone. The project has been developed with the support of the Ministry of Health in partnership with Rigoni Vemeto and Queen Midri and financially supported by the World Bank. Over 900 million provided by Kruma to the project have not been accounted for by those currently managing it, which caused the Anti-Corruption Commission to open up its investigations. Sources state that the lack of transparency and accountability by MEMS officials caused the two organizations, Kruma and Krimidi, to cast doubt on the local team managing the ambulance operations. Investigations conducted by press states that the government of Sierra Leone has been providing 2.4 billion leones as its financial commitment to the project on a monthly basis. These monies, according to reports, have not yielded the required dividend as over 150 ambulances out of 200 ambulances under the project have been granted. Sources says a pregnant woman had to deliver in a taxi last month at the Babure Road, Kisi, due to ineffective ambulance operations. It could be recalled that on the 15th of October 2018, MEMS started a national network of ambulances coordinating to provide free of charge aid and emergency medical assistance in pre-hospital setting involving personnel trained in rescue, stabilizations, and transport of traumatic and medical emergencies. The MEMS service, initially operationalized in Kailam district, has progressively expanded throughout all 16 districts, becoming operative at national level on the 27th of May 2019. The country's Past challenges impacted negatively on the infrastructure, limiting the capability to respond to crises and health emergencies and resulting in comatose a first response infrastructure. When contacted for clarification, the head of operations at MEMS, Abubakar Jallo, said he cannot make any official comment and referred journalists to the ministry's communication department, which has also failed to give an official response. All efforts made so far to get the side of the ministry and MEMS officials have proven futile. For Star TV News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.
Experts at the Joint Medical Unit of the 34th PITUL have said infectious disease management essentially consists of identifying the microbial cause of an infection as well as initiating therapy against microbes and controlling host reaction to infection. In clinical microbiology, approaches to relieve this burden include rapid diagnostic procedures and more efficient transmission or interpretations of molecular microbiology results. Such life-saving procedures should be performed close to patients in dedicated healthcare institutions like the 34 Minutes Hospital. Our defense correspondent Abdurrahman Kamara takes us back prior to the first reported case of the COVID-19 pandemic when he visited 34 Hospital to gauge on their clinical readiness at the hospital.
Okay. Now, wet the arm. Small. Okay. Small. Okay. Now, palm to palm. Watch me. So, palm to palm. You don't see? Palm to palm. Okay, now, back. Back. Back again. Don't get on. Monkey grip. Monkey grip. Turn on the other way. Monkey grip. Okay. Handle this way. Watch this. Change. You get me? Okay. Chicken ball. Chicken ball. Okay. You eat?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now, place your hand.
Yeah, just closer.
Yeah, guys.
When I get some?
Yeah,
You should not
guys.
make your hand like
Yeah,
this.
guys.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Yeah, guys.
I need to pay for this service?
No. If you get tissue, like you use a tissue and wipe your hand.
Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome, sir.
The patient is cold. So now, I want to talk with person and bring her into this one. Talk to me, say.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, how I can help you? Come again? We can finish it.
Yes. Hello, nursing station. Okay, morning. All right. So from this side, now we go into the patient's name. So there, we see all. Wait. So like.
You see I'm fine?
So this time the room where we just
Oh, wait.
so it is not necessarily that you need for work body. So we there. So the patient want anything, the patient can call. If you see the patient they do the wrong thing, you say call the patient and tell them
stop.
this way they do it.
Me na Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Stephen Sivali. Me na the commanding officer for the Joint Medical Unit na the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces. So I go look for tell family and say, one, this virus is very new to the whole world. It's new to China, it's new to the United States, and no country no 100% prepared. We can see what they happen now in the US, for example, they don't get that, and the epidemic they escalate. We see the situation in China, we get a far better, far stronger health system, more supplies, more equipment, more expertise. But yet still we see the extent to which the virus that affects them. The virus don't go Europe. In terms of prevention, Europe get better capability than most countries in Africa, if not all countries in Africa. So preparation is not 100%. No, we'll be clear about that. However, country like Salome will get experience with epidemic, for example the Ebola epidemic, and the capability we'll get right now, na capability we will not just develop because Corona Day, na capability we will only develop and nurture over time for response to epidemic because we also be prone to epidemic. Specific for Corona, we don't do a lot. Aware, say, with border management, we don't take them very seriously. Screening they take place now the border entry points, especially the key border entry points like the Lunge International Airport, Balamoya, which is the Sierra Leone Guinea Airport, border, and Gendema, which is the Liberia Sierra Leone border. At 34 level here, we get the capability for test and diagnose the presence of coronavirus. We also get a 30-bed facility purely dedicated to infectious disease. And the event, a case is reported in Freetown here, that case more than likely will be managed at 34 Military Hospital. That is the intention.
In case you just joining us, you're still watching the National News 5 for today here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. I am Hassan Kuruma. The Council of Churches in Sierra Leone, with the consortium of non-government organizations, has in a news conference held on Tuesday, July 5th, called for the immediate action to protect the Western Area Peninsula National Park from further destruction. George Lotsam was there in a report.
In a press conference held on Tuesday, 5th July 2022, at the Council of Churches in Sierra Leone Conference Hall in Freetown, the consortium of non-governmental organizations called for immediate action to protect the Western Area Peninsula National Park from further destruction. The consortium, which include Catholic Relief Service, CRS, Civil Society Advocacy Network on Climate Change and the Environment, the Conservation Society Sierra Leone, Council of Churches Sierra Leone, Culture Radio, the Environmental Forum for Action, Green Scenery, Red Star Afromobians Program Sierra Leone, Takogama Chimpanzee Sanctuary, and Women's Network for Environmental Sustainability. Reading out the signed press release to newsmen, Conservation Society Sierra Leone President Charles Showers revealed that the forest area on the hills of the Western Area Peninsula have decreased a lot in the last 5 years, adding that even after catastrophic landslide in 2017, sustainable measures to protect the forest have still not yet been undertaken, which according to him, it is obvious that the inhabitants of Freetown and the whole peninsula will suffer from acute water shortage and other attendant consequences of the climate change if they still wait to take serious actions.
The environmental degradation forewarned by many in the Western area has been brought to the attention of the President of the Republic by like-minded environmental conservationists to save the Western Area Peninsula National Park and save Sierra Leone. Additionally, 2 decades of experience, including 5 years of intensive EU-funded activity, have provided the base plan for the growth and sustainability of the WAPNAP and its adjacent population of about 2 million. We rely on you to be a volunteer, environmental ambassador from the private sector, media, legislation, or local administration to review the blueprint for proper cooperative management of the WAPNAP. This call serves as a reminder of the investment in alternative livelihoods of 55 communities on the fringes of the WAPNAP forest and the obligations of the civil servants implementing environmental policy. The call also serves as a reminder of existing and agreed environmental bylaws, the legislative obligations of the Ministry of Environment and its various departments, the policy mandates of the National Conservation Trust Fund, National Protected Area Authority, and potential of payments from ecosystem services generated by the water, forest canopy, land space, and other natural collateral vested in the WAPNAP.
The Executive Director, Climate Change, Environment and Forest Conservation Consortium, Haja Kade Sese, revealed that the consortium, headed by the CSSL, is working together as a team so that they can advocate for a change and for the prevention of the Western Area Peninsula National Park. She continued that human activities, especially the construction of houses in the protected areas, cutting down of trees, and stone mining, and all other things are actually destroying the Western Area National Park, stressing that this is a concern for them, and that's why they are organizing this press conference as a call to the government and all other relevant stakeholders that they should act now to ensure that they preserve the Western Area National Park.
Of course, we are aware that the deforestation within this national park hasn't only been the community member of forest edge communities living in that community, but also influencers in society. People who are rich are also deforesting the national park. Of course, we can see the mighty houses there. Those houses are not built by local people or by vulnerable people. They are being built by those people that are influential in society. And that's why, as head of SEFCON, we have always been calling for a close collaboration and partnership between the Ministry of Lands, who are not only responsible for giving offers to citizens for government land, but they are also charged with the responsibility to issue out permits for building construction of houses. But we are saying, before any house is being constructed in this national park or a survey plan is being signed, an offer is being issued, and also a building permit, the Ministry of Land should work closely with the National Protected Area Authority, who is tasked with the responsibility to issue a letter of no objection to ensure that houses are not constructed and within the protected area, because houses are supposed to be constructed 1 mile radius within the buffer zones. And therefore we are calling on NPAA and Ministry of Lands to also work very closely.
Question and answer by the media and also statement made by individual climate the occasion. For Star News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.
Let's turn our attention to the sporting world, where the newly appointed team manager of the Sierra Leone home-based team, Shooting Stars Alhaji Umar Ba, has donated 100 footballs to the youth and senior team at the SLFA Academy in Freetown through the General Secretary, Christopher Kamara, as part of his support in developing the game. Here is more on that story.
The newly appointed team manager of the Sierra Leone national home-based team, Alhaji Umar Ba, has donated 100 balls to the Sierra Leone Football Association, as this is part of his own support in developing the football in the country. He made his donation at the Secretariat of the Sierra Leone Football Association over the weekend to the Secretary General Christopher Kamara. According to Alhaji Umar Ba, he said he promised earlier to contribute to the development of the game, and this is the beginning by donating 100 balls to the youth and senior national football teams.
Good morning again, gentlemen. Good morning. I'll first tell all thank you for making time for dinner this morning. Members of the Fourth Estate and executive members of the Sierra Leone Football Association. First of all, I will say thank you to all for dinner this morning. Like Victor mentioned in a short program, dinner for make some donation to the Sierra Leone Football Association. In the first place, I am very grateful to be part of this family. I want to use this opportunity also for say thank you to the FA for the trust and confidence you put in me for serve on a national service. Bottom line, we didn't have to make a donation. I've been given what say. I want to be, as long as I don't be part of this family, whatever I'm able to do within my own reach for develop the game, I will try my best for doing. So I didn't this morning for donate 100 football, 50 to the youth group and 50 to the senior teams. So bottom line, that's what we're there for this morning. Yeah, Mr. Secretary, and that's why I'm here this morning. And thank you for your support.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Alhaji Umar Ba maintained that we continue to do more. He wants to see more development in the running of the game. Receiving the donation on behalf of the Sierra Leone Football Association, the General Secretary, Christopher Kamara, applauded Alhaji Umar Ba for what he referred to as timely intervention.
It wasn't a mistake when the recommendation came in after doing the background check and everything. I think we're very pleased. And we promise you that this material will be used for the intended purposes. As you can see, we're challenged with match balls. We have several categories that are training, and what we have in store is specifically match balls. So we need training balls, and I think it came in the right time. We have all the categories training, so I think it's very, very important. We want to thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. I'll take the message back to the President and the Executive Committee, and wish you success and good luck in your match. We hope you will turn it around. We've never gone through the first stage. You'll be the person that will take us in Morocco. We're playing in Morocco, as I told you previously, and we know we can be able to qualify over back in bad, go through Mali, and then we are at Algeria 2023 bound. Thank you very much for that patience. Thank you.
He furthered that on behalf of the Sierra Leone Football Association Committee and the President, he wants to say thanks for the donation. He is sure that these materials will be used for the intended purposes. He added that the various category is constrained with gaining balls. Giving this support to the Football Association is very useful. For Star TV Sports in Freetown, I am Hilton John reporting.
And from that sporting update, this is all we have time for in today's edition of the Star National News here on Star Television Network. On Channel 21, I am Hassan Kuruma. Thanks for watching and stay with us. All the very best.